Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, you brothers, pushing his word with truth, said it with charity. So, it's through the Spirit. I'm going to call this maybe, I don't know. I know what I'm going to call it. Let's be honest. But, the biggest fight, I would say, that we can encounter in this truth is ourselves. All right. The biggest obstacle to get over in this faith, all right, is your damn self. All right. And like real shit. The scriptures say what? The heart is deceitful above all. Who can know it? Our heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And that word heart is your mind. All right. Scriptures say your mind muses on many things. All right. So a lot of times, it don't be spirits. It just be your flesh. It be your flesh, because this thing, all right, this chain, as I like to call it, all right, as the scriptures like to call it, this chain, all right, has its own, all right, wants and desires, like the scriptures say. The spirit, the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit lusts against the flesh. That's why the scriptures also say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because, you may want to do something. You may literally, genuinely want to do something. But your laziness, you got to fight your flesh. Because your flesh want to sleep. Your flesh want to play the game. Your flesh want to be amused. All right? Your flesh want to, goddammit, want some pussy. Want to get drunk. All right, your flesh want to do all those things. All right, but if you allow your flesh to have, all right, control over you, and then you'll start to slip. All right, you'll start to wither away. All right, as you like to say, like the scriptures say, he who contends with small things shall fall little by little. So it may not be a quick thing. It can be just, you allowing your flesh to get the best of you, and just little by little, you begin to spiritually decay. All right, you begin to spiritually decay. So, when we encounter these things, all right, which me personally, I understand firsthand. I deal with the slothful. I deal with the, oh, you got this going on, you got that going on. But guess what? There was a brother, I ain't gonna say his name, but I love this brother dearly. And I asked him a question. I say, that takes a lot, to stop playing football, turn down like M's, turn down a lot of money, deposit in, turn down a lot of money to do this work. You know what this brother told me? And this had to been one of the most sincere answers I heard in a very long time. He say, and I thought to myself, you think the Lord give a fuck if I know how to play football or not? That I can throw a ball? You think he said the Lord don't give a fuck if I can play football or not? And he said, fuck that shit. The money, all right, the fame, because there's a lot that come along with that money. And that's a hell of a thing to deny, especially, that's a fleshly thing. That's a carnal thing, to be in a world with all this money, you know, whatever the case may be. Ain't nothing wrong with having money, but you know, the fact that niggas chase it, the chase is worldly. You know, niggas make mammon, they fucking God. You know, them niggas make money, they God. You know, so the conquering the fact, all right, of your flesh and your flesh desires, all right, would be is really you know, the hardest thing you're gonna have to deal with is faith. Is you. Is ourselves. That's why the scriptures say, know what is evil for thy soul, and give not that unto it. All right. So if you know something is not profitable to you, so you gotta know. But it also takes a lot of discipline. All right, a lot of discipline, a lot of willpower, a lot of praying to Yahweh Shema Shai to increase your discipline and to increase our mental fortitude. All right, we have to beg and plead to Yahweh Shema Shai to continue to increase our mental fortitude, because the stronger we get spiritually, all right, the stronger, all right, the desires get and the spirits get, all right, that they come cunningly. That's like adultery. All right, what the scripture say? The Lord don't make you go off, but you go off because you know you go off because you go after your own lust. So it'll be your lust, you know, which is your flesh, because you can't, because whatever the situation may be, all right, you lose control of yourself and you end up tweaking. All right, it's like adultery or whatever sin you do, all right, or whatever, you know, mistake you make, all right. You know, shit happens. You know, it's like a brother, let's say you drink too much, all right, and you know when you get to a certain level, all right, you start tweaking, all right, and literally you can feel it, all right. So when you drink, all right, listen, you drink the drink, when you feel yourself getting to that turning point, or where you about to start saying a bunch of fucking raggedy shit out your mouth, some distasteful, and start having distasteful conduct, all right, you should stop drinking or slow down, get some water, and maintain your and hold your spirit, and just, you know, ride that wave, you know. But if you continue to allow yourself to get drunk and just to just be distasteful every time you get drunk, hey, look, that's not gonna be that's not an excuse, all right? Because the scriptures say a man that don't have rule over his spirit, it's like a city broken down and without walls. That means you don't got no protection, all right? Because the moment you get under, the moment you get in your sauce, you lose control, all right? And we need to be circumspect at all times, all right? So you know, and the scripture say what? Oh, Lemuel, it's not for princes to drink wine, nor kings to it's not for kings to drink wine, nor princes to drink strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law. All right. So when you read that in Proverbs 31, is you shouldn't be drinking if you can't control yourself. It's if you get drunk and you lose control and then you start going off and you start sinning, all because you off the oil, all right, as we like to call it in Chicago, Shake Town, all right, whatever niggas call it today, all right. You drink it and you know, and you get to tweaking, all right. Then you know maybe this something you need to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai about, to be able to give you more control, to be able to control yourself when you're drinking, you know, or with anything, you know. And you know, like, you know, it's like adultery, you know. You that's why you're supposed to, when you ask a woman, all right, hey, sister, how you doing? Hey, what's up, shorty? Whatever, however the fuck you talk to the bitch. The first thing you should, once you get the bitch attention, you know, because normally, you know, if you leave with that, you know, you might not get her. But once you get the bitch attention, you know, and you talking to her, you know, and this should happen within the first 5 minutes, the first couple minutes of you even talking to a woman. Once you get a woman attention and you develop a conversation and you interested in this woman, the first thing you should do is ask this woman, all right, do she got a man or not? I don't give a fuck how big an ass she got. If she all that pausing and hesitation shit, more than likely she about to lie. You know what I'm saying? She about to lie. You know? So through the spirit, man, hey, look, leave that bitch at the motherfucking wherever you found her. There's plenty of more women. Alright? So with that, you know, hey, stay prayed up. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shem Kadash. Double honor to the apostle, elders, a great millstone. And salutations, you brothers pushing this word with you said it with charity. Shalom and above.